All right, as promised, we are joined right now by an offensive tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's in his first season with the Chiefs. He's in his fifth overall year in the NFL. He was taken with the 35th pick overall by the Jags in 2019 out of Florida. The Chiefs are 14-6. They won the AFC West for the 8th consecutive year. Of course, they will play the 49ers in the Super Bowl, number 58 in Vegas on Sunday, February 11th. We are joined by Jawaan Taylor. Jawaan, it's great to have you on the program. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Good. No, I'm doing amazing as well. Great to have you. So let me ask you, another full day removed from the Chiefs winning the AFC Championship game, has it fully sunk in that you're going to the Super Bowl for the first time? And then how would you describe the emotions of getting an opportunity to do something that so few ever get to do?
It hasn't really sunk in yet, but, I'm still taking it day by day and, just getting my mind ready for it. It's definitely a tall task, but I'm so excited. My emotions have been everywhere. First time going to the Super Bowl, and I just know how hard it is and how much work it takes to get to this point. But, it's just a truly amazing feeling, and I can't wait for it.
We were talking to Jawaan Taylor. It seems to me even more amazing when you consider the journey this team went on. Like, I'll be straight. When the Chiefs lost at home to the Raiders on Christmas Day and your home record dropped to 4-4, I thought to myself, man, maybe it's just not meant to be. And it's not like I was alone. What did you and your teammates know about this team that nobody on the outside knew?
We just knew that we would play for one another, no matter, the obstacles that we faced throughout the year, the adversity we faced. We just knew how hard we worked throughout the week to prepare for games, and we always believed in one another. So when we got to certain points of the season where things weren't looking too good, we just kept believing in each other and just kept our head down and kept working. So that just hats off to the coaching staff we have here in the building, the best in the business, and having the best quarterback in the league, man. Just having somebody like that on your team, you believe in that guy, and we believe in one another, and we just go out there and play for each other every Sunday.
Jawaan Taylor joining us. Speaking of the best quarterback in the league, when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you think about that insane arm talent, right? But he's also got this incredible ability to extend plays. What's it like to block for somebody who's that creative and that unique with his delivery when he's on the move?
It's amazing, man. Having somebody like that just behind you, it's amazing. He just can do so many different things. He can create so many plays, and you give him time. He's gonna make something happen. And he can also, like you said, extend plays with his legs, and he has phenomenal leadership. And we just go to battle with that guy every day. It's so fun to go to battle with him. He's a great leader, and he's just amazing, man. He can't put it into words how amazing he is.
I think that's really interesting when you just said that he's a great leader. How does that leadership show up? Does it show up in that the guy's unbelievable on the big stage, or does he lead from the front also verbally and vocally? Like, give me some examples or an example of his leadership.
It is vocally every day. He brings that leadership inside every day. He brings that energy every day that we need in order to be successful. And, everybody feeds off his energy, and he brings that intensity every day. He has a true heart of a champion. He just attacks every day head first, and he prepares that way, and the way he practices and the way he just goes about his business every day is truly admirable, man. And, just playing with somebody like that, it only brings everybody else with him. Everybody feeds off that, and everybody just goes with him, and we just play hard, man.
I think there's something to be said for that, man. That's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, consistency is one thing, but it's not easy to show up every single day with that same energy, right? And that same intensity. Oh, yeah. You got to match that. So let me ask you this. Going into that game against the Ravens, there was so much talk about Baltimore's defense being not only the best in the league, but potentially maybe one of the best ever. We're talking about them being number one in points allowed, sacks, takeaways. Did you and the rest of the guys on the line hear all that talk? Did you take it personally to make sure you kept Patrick as clean as you did throughout that game?
Absolutely. Hats off to the Ravens and their organization, man. They had, like you said, phenomenal defense. They had a phenomenal year. They were so fun to watch. And we knew what task we had ahead of us, and we just took it all into the week, just taking it into our preparation. We knew what we had to get done, and we knew what type of defense we were going against. And, in order to keep Pat clean against the defense that leading the NFL in sacks, we knew we had a tall task. So, we started the week with our preparation. And I feel like we had a great week of practice. Each week, every single rep that we had, we made sure we were intentional in everything that we did to be successful on Sunday. So, All it took was us going out there on Sunday and just, fighting for one another. And putting all the doubt behind us and anything, anybody that was naysaying and anybody that was thinking that we weren't going to win, we just had to play for one another, man. And, everybody in the building, we believed in one another, and, we knew what we had to get done to get the job done.
Jawaan Taylor joining us. Jawaan, when you look at the choice that you made, clearly coming to KC as a free agent in March was the right decision. Was it a no-brainer? Ultimately, what did that decision come down to for you?
Really just being out of Florida for the first time. I lived in Florida my whole life, my whole 25. The time I was 25, I lived in 25 years in Florida. That was going to be just a step outside my comfort zone, but it was never a hard decision for me. I wanted to win, and I wanted to play with another great quarterback and be under the Coach Reed, a phenomenal coach, the best in the business. Man, it was just so many positives and so many things to think about. So, my dad had passed going into my last year in Jacksonville. So, I wanted to stay close to family, but I had talked about it with my family, and they were all on board with it. So it was a pretty easy decision for me to go play with, the best.
You bet. You just called Andy Reid the best coach in the business. What's his separation? What makes him the best in your mind?
Just the way he attacks every day, man. The way he game plans, just how great he is in knowing the game and knowing our opponents, and he gives us everything that we need throughout the week, preparation wise, to be absolutely ready every game. And he's just consistent in that every single week. He's an amazing coach, amazing leader, a great guy. Everybody just goes hard for him because we believe in him and he believes in us. And he's a phenomenal coach. The best coach I've played for, man, hands down.
Jawaan Taylor joining us for a few more moments. Listen, before you go, so I know there's a lot of time between now and the game, but as you get ready for the 49ers and that tough front seven, you've played them. You're familiar with them. In fact, you played them in November of 2021 when you were with the Jags, so you know what they're about. They're running that same scheme. What's the biggest challenge they present defensively, and what's the key to taking away their strengths?
Oh, man, they're a phenomenal defense, very good pass rush group, man. They're also good at stopping the run. They have really good guys on the back end as well, very good linebackers. So we definitely got another tall task ahead of us and a great challenge ahead of us. But, we just got to put together another great week of practice, man, and prepare. And, just get ready for those guys because they're very good defense. Hey,
Jawaan, one last thing. Let me ask you about Travis Kelce, who I think the guy's best tight end I've ever seen. And it seemed like he was not quite what he was either. And then towards the end of the year, he starts to pick it up. And in the postseason, he looks like he's still that guy. Can you explain? You're not him. But did he flip a switch? Did he just kind of level up? Were we all wrong about him? How did this guy turn it on the way he has?
It just speaks to his character and what type of player he is. He's a phenomenal guy, and when his name and number is called, he's definitely going to make that play. And we believe in him, and he's a phenomenal leader as well on his team. And he attacks every day with that same intensity and that same just hunger every day. And he's definitely the best of the best, man. And just having him, another great leader on that offense and another great leader on that team is amazing. And we always believe when his number's called, he's going to make that play. So. Another great player for us.
Hey, Jawaan, one more great player, I think. I want to ask you about Isaiah Pacheco. When you see him running as hard as he is, aggressively as he does, do other guys feed off that physicality?
Absolutely. Another great player for us, man. He just goes hard, man. He like Coach Reed calls him the Tasmanian devil, man. He just goes hard all day. And, we definitely feed off of that. We try to set the tone in our games with our run game, and he's just a guy that never stops. He's going to go hard all game. He's going to give everything he has for his team. And he's just a phenomenal teammate, man. He's selfless. We need him to protect. He's going to protect. We need him to run. He's going to run. He doesn't complain. He's just a blue-collar player. Just loves the game of football. So playing with a guy like that is so fun.
I'll tell you what, you have a lot of guys like that. A lot of guys who love the game and play hard and have that blue-collar mentality. Jawaan Taylor joining us. It's his first year with the Chiefs, 5th overall. Jawaan, I really appreciate you making time. Really enjoyed that conversation, man. Thanks so much. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much for having me.
Yes, sir, dude. Thanks for making time for it. Jawaan Taylor of the Chiefs giving us some insight what it's like to be on that offensive line, blocking for a guy who might go down as the greatest ever. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell to be the first to know when we do upload a new video.